I don't know how to speak. I don't have any mood. I actually mentally, physically, and probably emotionally don't really have any energy to make this video because I already did it once and it was totally messed up. But I'm here again because I kind of needed to make this. You know why? I actually already talked it once, but here we go again. So I was doing my usual work and everything, and then out of nowhere I get this message that a very major important audition is going to happen around me, and I was wondering about the same thing. How am I going to deal with my life? Because I did not know what's happening, what direction is my life going. I did not know anything honestly. So I was sitting there confused, and I get this information that this audition is happening. So I was like, bingo. So first of all, I was totally crying and panicking for the first few hours, but then I settled down and I was like, I need to quickly make a plan and do something. So I got on to that, and then as soon as I got the information for the audition thing, well, just for a reference, before that, almost it was my life was pretty much going normally, just I'm saying you for a while. But a while before all this, months even, I think, nothing was happening at all, most of the time. So out of nowhere, the exact date I get the audition thing, I was already panicking, stressed, crying, and then I settled down and I was like, I need to make a plan, I need to figure out this, that, everything. But then the exact same day in the evening, I get the message that and heat wave is going to start. Not it was totally unexpected, but then the exact same day when I'm supposed to be start doing practice. But since I said, it was not really that much not expected because it is summer season after all. But then it happened the same time, so I was like, alright. And then after that, I am so sick and tired of having to eat that disgusting protein powder because I have one which is that whey powder, and that is okay, that tastes nice, but I cannot have it because it kind of make my acne worse for now, and I already have too much dairy, so I have to have that plant whey powder, and it is disgusting. I don't like that at all, but I don't have a choice. So so what was I talking about? So I was having that, and then I had to figure out quickly to get myself better food. And then the exact day after that, when I already decided the moment I got the audition. Actually, that day I was going to order a burger set, but then I ended up not doing it because I just thought I have no need to, and I need to lose weight overall anyway. But then the audition thing happened, so I was like, thank God I did not eat that. I was literally thanking myself so much that time. But then moving onwards, I already figured out that I am not supposed to be eating anything from outside. I had to cut calories totally. Even from the good food, let alone bad food, that doesn't even come in the view. So then I get the message that heat wave starting, and then the next day I was searching for stuff, and then the next day I found there is whole bunch of snacks that I like, and everything is on a very heavy sale. The moment I had to literally not eat any of them. But that was okay, it's fine. It didn't really matter so much. Because I was fine, doesn't matter at all. After that, the day after that, what happened is the most annoying thing happened, that is unnecessary relative comes in out of nowhere This person could have came at any time of their life, but then my third day into this audition thing, and then this relative comes and stays there for 2 days. I was literally like crying by that time because like what is happening? I'm supposed to be preparing. Then all these things happen, and that relative is like a little bit of pain in ass, so it did not really went that nice. But somehow that relative fortunately went after like the second day mark. And I was like throughout all this time I was trying my best to do practice in whatever I can. Since I was like I had to memorize lyrics and stuff. But then after that I had like figure out like at the same time the relative was going to figure out like heat's gonna reduce because the heat was so horrible. It was about like 35 to 40 like throughout the day. Even and it was worse at night honestly. It is actually worse even right now. For the matter of fact, I am like doing all this when the heat is like extremely bad right now. And in that I'm like trying to manage multiple things, but the worst thing is like being like physically active in this heat. So I was like, this is not good, but I don't have an option right now. I have to do this now or never. Why my hand? So so I was doing all that, and I was searching for a cooler. Literally that day after relative just went, and then I had to search for cooler and stuff. I went outside. Another day my wasted because I did not found anything. I was calling like the only 2 3 people that I know, and nobody ended up picking my call, so I ended up roaming everywhere, and somehow that same time everything was going pretty bad around me. My clothes keep getting like stuck here and there. My sandal keeps falling stuff, and I was literally like crying in the middle of road, and I ended up not finding that cooler in the end. So I was like, well then now it's like it looks like I have to suffer in heat because I couldn't just like take the bigger one because there are multiple reasons. The first very big reason I cannot afford that. And the second thing is let's assume somehow if I was able to buy some kind of I don't know drink supplement sleep, but that was not going to work because I just hope like actually by this point I just hope you like somehow somewhere I get like a situation where I can just like practice without like worrying about all these things continuously. It's such a pain. So yeah, that day happened. The reason I'm making this is because I'm saying you I got the audition details, and from that moment onwards this kept happening one these kind of things kept happening one by one. I was literally the first 5 days this just kept happening, and I was not able to focus on anything. But I was still trying to do stuff honestly. I was because I knew if I just left it like that, my end is very near, which is already like near, but it will be more nearer, I guess. I did not wanted that. And then when everything settled down, other than the fact that it is super hot, even then, even right now, even probably I mean it's like summer season and it's horrible over here anyway. So after the things settled down, I started panicking out of nowhere because I was so. This is something I was actually panicking about yesterday and even right now while I'm making this video. Basically, you know what? Tomorrow's like 31st. They'll put like what's the actual criteria, what kind of people can actually audition it. They'll put that like list tomorrow, and I am like I was yesterday. I was panicking. The reason I was panicking was not exactly just this. I was panicking because I just usually panic because I simply do not know what I'm doing. I still don't know what I'm doing. I'm still panicking actually. If I was not panicking, I would have probably either like went to sleep or would have just been doing. Probably I should have been sleeping. But I did have to make this, so I was awake on purpose so that I do remember these kind of things happening. I don't think you'll forget it though. But in case if you are going to forget it, remember it. I'm saying it because it was such a and honestly, you know, the funny thing is all these days I was actually like almost like panicking, crying, and I was in stress. Right now I'm feeling pretty like decent. Actually, I'm pretty literally decent because I'm like physically and mentally a bit tired honestly right now. But these other days I was just literally like crying and panicking too much actually. Even right now I do feel panic about that certain thing. I wonder what's going to like happen tomorrow. Then they're gonna put the age criteria. I think like literally, wow. I don't know. What if like my age doesn't even come in the category where I can at least go and like try? Everything else is also a bit like other things also panic like feels like it's like a panic rush because I yesterday finally I did one thing though that I started doing like practice. Finally, like yesterday, there are like people coming there from years of experience, from like experience of lot of things, probably. And then there is me. So this very important audition thing is coming up, and I am sitting here the day before that using like chat GPT and Gemini and everything. Literally, I think my life is like right now it's dependent on that, at least for now. I hope that's not the case in future. Like really, please, please, all the kind of divine power and gods, like all of them, like please, like I'm so I'm so tired of being alone. Like these things were like mostly hard because I was alone throughout the time. I think if I was not, it would have been a lot easier. And I do panic a lot because I'm like stupid. Now I'm trying to be like as much as understandable of myself actually, as much as possible, because I know that I'm stupid and I know that it was not exactly my fault that I was like that. I'm simply trying to do my best right now. So I ended up finally starting to at least do something. I figured out one thing though. I do panic a lot, but it also really depends because if I am not doing something immediately, I just start panicking because I'm just like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? When I get to do something, that panic reduces. So I think I am giving you an advice. I hope that you don't even need this advice, like the me in future. You don't need this advice, but just do the thing instead of panicking. This is so like stupid because that's exactly what I'm literally panicking right now about like multiple things. Whatever happened, like if there is like my age doesn't even come into the criteria, what am I going to do? I don't know. And apart from that, what am I going to do if I have to go? How, I ask I like I said, my life is like right now currently dependent on like that AI applications and everything, especially like GPT and all that. So I had to like send them my videos, send them my audios, had to do this like all this long conversation and everything. So basically the recent thing that I did yesterday, I sent it to that GPT and it gave me around a score of 5ish out of 10. And I have strengths honestly. Now finally I am able to talk something good about myself or even good about my whole life in the video, because I never usually do that. So it did said that I do have strengths, and what else it said? I have weaknesses, but those weaknesses can be fixed quickly. So what is going to happen tomorrow? Like what kind of result is would I get into the criteria age? Sometimes I'm like recently I'm thinking like, what if I have to like pack my stuff and then go and live there? It feels like something in my imagination. I don't know. I really like want to get out of this place. The more I stay in this place right now, the more I think it's not that good because I already did stayed enough in this place. I think like if I have the chance to go outside, I will miss being by myself. I'm not going to lie because like half of my character right now is kind of the all these like there are a lot of things that I had from before, but like smartness was not one of them. I think the reason I gained that was because I was with myself all this time. Yeah, that does not mean I want to be with myself. Don't do that. Get a lot of, like, talk to a lot of people. I hope those people are like nice people, smart ones, the one who can also help me and I can help them, kind of situation. I hope you have like friends. I hope like the first uttermost important thing that I hope is like you're able to practice in like a proper space. Because do you have any idea how much I suffer? You should like see my shoes. It could be identical to like a homeless person at this point. And I probably think the homeless person might, yeah, it might be identical. Probably, I don't know about the homeless person. I should not. I don't. Why am I even getting this serious? This is not a serious conversation. It is a serious conversation, but it is just, these are the things that are happening right before I'm supposed to give that audition, I guess. So this is how my preparation is going. So the first few days just went into chaos, and then like I'm trying to do something right now. I hope no other issue happens. I don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. Is my age is going to come into the criteria or not? I don't know. Yeah, apart from that, I'm going to be 24. Do I look like 24? I don't think so. Do I look like that? I don't. So I hope. I hope I can just go there. I was even wondering, like, even if my age was slightly a bit off by like 1 or 2, I might just like go inside and I might be like, no, that's not my age, and I might just like some. At least I need to go in and I need to show something that I can do. Really, like, just like for the sake of 1 2 years behind, or even like whatever years, I don't really need to miss things. Somehow I ended up making this video just to talk about how my process is going. So far nothing is other than these stuff that I talk about. So yeah, what's going to happen tomorrow, I don't know. The future me is going to know the me by the time at night tomorrow. Yesterday probably like no, I look like I am like sleep deprived, and I am sleep deprived, but am I going to sleep? No, I have like a lot of things to do. My hand is actually hurting right now. Like, I don't know. I could talk about few things, but if I talk about things that I will talk too much, and I don't exactly want to talk right now, and I don't know. If I'm being like that, let's just assume that inside I'm having a panic, confusion thing going on behind my head, and I also like don't know anymore about anything. What am I doing? This is hair. What is this hair doing? What? That is so weird. Why is like only one part of hair is like going up? What's wrong with the like rest of it? So anyway, I should be doing my work right now instead of doing all this. I'm going to go and get back to do whatever that I can do. I have to do multiple things. I have to exercise. I have to have another long ass session with like the ChatGPT and Gemini, because I don't have anybody teaching me anything. you know, Last thing I'll say before I going, I was like watching these people. I was like watching all this dance performance and sometimes music, and I was just like, all I want to say is like sometimes I feel I don't feel, I just start crying, because that's how I think how much I love music. I love these kind of things, music, and because of music, the fact that I can move my body. So yeah, I love music so much that I sometimes just cry for no reason because how much I love it. So you're do trying a lot of things. I hope everything's happening good whenever you're seeing this. So, see, I created like a new heart. I hope like nobody. Never mind. This is so stupid. I am. What time is it? It's 2. I thought it was 1. So I'm going to get back to do work, I guess. What is wrong with my hair? Anyway,